accurate.
Okay, now today is International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists, according to the United Nations. And they're all about countering threats of violence and crimes against journalists to protect freedom of expression for all. Well, the British government is very excited about this. And so they issued a joint statement by the embassies of the UK, the US, Germany, France, and the EU in Kyrgyzstan about it. And this is what they had to say. Today, on the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists, we express our respect and support for all media workers. Journalism is a form of freedom of expression, which is a fundamental right. And I just thought to myself, what respect and support are they expressing for example, Julian Assange, or for all the journalists that are on the Myrotvorets website in Ukraine, or even for the likes of Richard D. Hall, who continues to suffer the fallout from the BBC so-called documentary, the Panorama documentary the other night, because he's now had his shop in the Merthyr Tydfil market shut down permanently by the council, it seems. So no matter to what degree, whether you're in prison as Julian Assange, or whether you're on a kill list in Ukraine, or whether you're just experiencing censorship, deplatforming of whatever type, this is a direct attack on journalism, and the British government proving themselves yet again to be utter hypocrites.
Yeah, and well, we'll save the rest of the comment for another time, Mike, because there's so much to say on that. Let's just bring in a new subject here, and thank you to a UK column viewer for pointing this one out. We're just going to cover this very quickly, but it just makes you think. It's Islington Council, London area, and they are making some changes to how their communal heating works. The little piece starts off with a description. What this is, of course, is instead of heating an individual flat by having its own gas boiler, there's one central heating boiler, and that provides heating for the whole block of flats. So that's the basis of it. And what they're essentially going to do, in order to save people money because of increasing prices of heating costs, is they're going to reduce the heating season. So it says we've reduced the heating season by 6 weeks. It's now 30 weeks long. Communal heating on most Islington estates will start on the 13th of October 2022 and end on the 11th of May 2023. Heating was on for around 18 hours a day. It will now be 13 hours a day during the heating. So the point is really the power of the local councils, that somebody comes along and makes outrageous increases in the cost of fuel, gas and fuels, and then the local council is going to save you by telling you when you can heat yourself, and they're only doing it in order to save you money. So if you look at the bottom here, it says that these measures will mean the cost for the average tenant that's their statement, 28th of November, will be £17.40 per week, saving the average household £34.88 per week if no action was taken to protect families. So it's all about protecting people. And then they just have a further statement, of course, saying why these changes are being made now. And we should remember that councils don't make the decisions, people do. And this lady is the leader of Islington Council. And I think there's quite a few questions to be asked as to where this leads to, because are we going to have our electricity supply shut off by the local council, to save us money, to protect us, to keep us safe in the future? Okay.